So if you want to collect, victim stories like antiques, remember this, man. Victim versus responsible is things either happen to me or through me. It's that clear. There's no mistaking that. You're going to have things happen, folks, of course. I do. We all do. But it's really how you want to take charge of things. If you're going to let life snap you around, let it. But if you're going to snap life around, do it. The difference. The person who's victim wakes up and says, gee, I wonder how today's going to go. A person who's responsible says, here's how today's going down. Okay? With little variations every day, probably normal variations. So when it comes to relationships, there's two ways to go. Either I'm responsible for these relationships or I'm not. It's that simple. And when you're responsible, what it means is you just learn to show up different with people than you were. Maybe what you were projecting onto somebody I worked with and I avoided in the office because we had a different religion. He was an accountant, I was a creative person, and we don't get along, or whatever it happens to be. It's so funny that when you decide to create that relationship so that you do get along, it's pretty amazing. By the way, that's a great form of leadership, that we all belong together, sort of leadership.